everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today, we are getting into Kilforth, where I belong. We're going to be playing Gloom and Kilforth by Tristan Hall, and the beautiful music that you heard in the intro was by his wife Francesca Hall, who did all the music herself, wrote it all herself, and we hope that there is more to follow, so I'm super looking forward to that. But we are going to get into Gloom and Kilforth. Um, I have a little bit of bling out, and I've improved lighting. So now I get to test it all out on all of you. So we'll see if the lighting holds up and you're able to think crisply, and if we die in Kilforth. But hey Jess, what's going? Good morning. Good. So pull up a chair. All right. So before we begin, I want to say thank you to my patrons, my YouTube subscribers, and if you are neither, just coming to hang out on a for Sunday, welcome. Well, go ahead and pull up a chair. We'll play a game. I only turn on subscriber mode in chat just because I want to corn bots. That is going to interrupt our fun. So that's the only reason why it's on. If you want to pop in the chat, you can subscribe, chat, and if you have no interest in remaining, pop back out. No harm, foul. So, all right. It's been a while since I played this. Not too long, probably like a couple months ago, but it's been a while since I played this. But it is still my number one favorite game of all time, and hopefully you'll enjoy this journey as well. So let's get some information, and we'll get down to the table so you can see if lighting looks good or if it's horrible, and you'll let me know. All right, so Gloom Kilforth came out in 2017. So it's overall, it's got a 7.6 on Board Game Geek. 1.8 thousand people rated it. A lot of people have different complaints about it. For me, I have none. The game is hard, it's cruel, and it's beautiful in all of it. So this is an amazing game. Awesome. 1 to 4 player, best played solo. You can play co-op, play competitive, you can play solo. It's all built into the game. It's not tag-ons or add-ons. It's all built in and it all works. So I have previous videos where I played with Steven, who he and I are both Kilforth fanatics, and so we played multiple games of this together and enjoyed immensely. And you will see Steven on the Facebook page, one of the group experts, who is always answering questions. Amazing. So he's just not here with me today, but I do. Steven, I'll make you proud. I'll make you proud. So this is 60, 180 minutes. Of course, it's going to be longer when you stream because a lot of stuff goes on. I engage chat often, so I want y'all to let me know stuff. Ask questions if you have questions, and I will answer as best as I can. Best as I can. Age 13 plus, says 12 plus. Yeah, there's. I mean, there's not any themes here that are too crazy, so I wouldn't. I think that's fine. And the weight's about a 3.10 because there's a lot going on. But once you understand the rhythm and how things flow, it's perfect. All right. So designed by Tristan Hall. Tristan is amazing. I actually got to meet him at Gen Con, and he is just as amazing as makes himself out. He's an awesome guy. So, wonderful artist Anya, who did the artwork on this. The artwork is beautiful for this game, and published by Tristan or Holler Production. Okay, y'all want to get to this? We want to get to this. Hey Yogi, what's going on? Hey Tiny, good morning. Are the cannibals in this game too? They're werewolves. So let's get down to the table. All right. So here is I've added more lighting. So if it's looking crisp, clear, let me know. If it's really hard to see, let me know. But we'll get into this. But I've got the lovely world map, that the neoprene goodness, as well as the player board here that we're going to be playing with. Hey Mike, what's going on? What's going on? So we've got some good stuff. Now, you see all this stuff spread out, and there's lots of things to shuffle, and I will be shuffling all of them in turn. But usually what we do is we select a class and a race to begin who's going to be journeying Kilforth as well as the saga they're going. And the subclass that they'll be. But Steven told me, much better. Oh, awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. So it's like I said, this is all thanks to my patrons. Anything that they donate goes right back into the channel. they were telling me that things were seeming a little bit dark. So I started doing a ton of research on better lighting, and I got some better lighting. So thank you so much, Patreon. Uh, oh, shameless plug. So what I'm gonna do though, because I asked Steven, I said, "You're not gonna be able to join me. Who do you want me to play?" And he said, "Randomize everything." So that's what I'm gonna do. This, for good or for bad, he wants me to randomize, so I'm gonna randomize. So for race, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I'm going to shuffle these up, and then I'm going to roll a d10, and that's going to be who I pick. Oh yes, there's plenty of dice. So we'll shuffle these really, really good, and then we're going to grab a d10, and we're going to roll it and see who I'm going to be playing. So this is the top of the. This will be the top. This will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A halfling. So we'll be playing a halfling. Thank you, David, for whatever you're about to do to me. So we'll be playing a halfling. And that's the lighting working right there. So I'll have to work with that green screen for that. Okay, so she is halfling as a hero. She has nimble. When you enter a plains location or Sprawl city, you immediately become hidden. She's going to roll 1 die for combat, 3 dice for study, 4 for sneak, and 2 for infantry. Everybody starts with 4 health. So that will be my race. We'll go here on the board. Then we're going to look at 10, 11, 12. Right? All the stuff I've added in the hit my Gloom stuff. You can see the bigger cards. So we'll shuffle these up. I'm going to roll a d12 and see what my class is. Yeah. Uh-oh. Go back. Go over. Got shuffle. Really can't see. Alright. We're rolling a d12, right? D12. 2. 1, 2. This is going to be my class. Class is Shaman. A halfling shaman. So I can veil this as meditation, gain 1 rest AP. So she is actually pretty gels well together. She has study like you won't believe, but her fight is terrible, and fighting is what you do in this game best. So we have a halfling shaman as our character that we're going to go with. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Let's talk about our saga. Our saga is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to roll a d10. Ooh, see what our saga is. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So let's see our saga. This game was supposed to be at retail already. The sadness is real. 5. Roll the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Dragon's Horde. So it says. Hey, I just got the lighting working. What do y'all want? Yeah, it won't. It won't. Anyway, I'll read that to y'all as that is my saga. And now, away. Then we'll be dealing with. God, please let it be somebody not terrible. The ancient that we're going to be fighting in this lovely, lovely playthrough, which is going to either be the Abbess of Penance, the Marquis of Pain, the Deacon of Betrayal, or the Prince of Ruin. So that's just a d4. We get to roll a d4 to see who we're going to be fighting against. 4. Hate this. I really hate this guy. Okay. So we'll be fighting against the Prince of Ruin. The Prince of Ruin has 10 health. Sweet. And the Prince of Ruin does terrible things to you when you fight him. Ooh. Here, the Prince of Ruin's abilities. So when we do decide to fight him, as a trap, as soon as we start fighting him on the map, we have to sacrifice one title. The Prince of Ruin gains +1 maximum current HP for each place in play, so that there are places all throughout this, and I'll explain that for anyone. When a battle round starts, each hero sacrifices one asset. When a battle round starts, keep that in mind. HP stays on him, and then if he ever runs away and there's a night phase, things get worse. So those are his abilities. And these are his plot cards that we will shuffle. So whenever a forest location comes into play, is the plot thicket. Okay, that down there. And we are pious, so this will be our deck. We go away. These are our upgrades that we'll get as we level throughout the land. He is not there. Okay. All we have to do now is we have to select a beginning rumor. And what rumors are cards that are in your hand that are not in the game. If you've ever played Magic or any games of sword, it follows along that. Rumors are what's in your hand. You have to go to the specific location to discover those rumors so that they can come down as assets in play. And you can only have 6 assets in play at a time. If you need to, you can sell one in Sprawl City, which Sprawl City is at the center here. And I've gotten the big tarot card size stuff. So, but you can only have 6 assets. That doesn't mean you dump them off, but you can't have more than that. You'll have to discard, or you can go to Sprawl City and sell them, or if you could find a merchant or vendor on the road in the land of Kilforth. You start off with 4 health, 4 action, and 4 fate, and 1 gold. Now, how this works, like I said, for never played the game before, if you lose a health, you lose an action. Your health and your actions are tied together. So let's say you've spent 3 actions already, and you got hit and you lose a health. Usually people just say, okay, well, I lost a health, but I still have an action. In this game, that's not how it works. If you ever lose a health, you immediately lose an action. And it doesn't have to, even if it's the last action you have, an action is lost. Okay? So just keep that in mind. It's not, you lose actions as you lose health. However, as you level up, you gain health. All your actions are tied. Okay. I shuffled these up enough with this beautiful, beautiful art. Let me see if I can see some of the art that's on this bad boy. Look at that. These are the tarot cards. I love them so much. They're gorgeous. That's a lot of mountains together. I'm going to have to split those up. But the art's beautiful. As we go through it, you'll get to see all this beautiful. Hey, Frederick, what's going on, Pull Chair? Hey, Greg, what's going on, Pull Chair? Pull Chair, Mike, Pull Chair. Chair should already be pulled up, Mike. So let's just really shuffle these up. These big tarot card ones come in the my Gloom and Fit My Shadows sets that sell separately, but the regular playing card ones are fine. They're the same size as regular cards. That's why I'm here. See an extended space as well as a short space. Just in. So I recommend getting the tarot cards. Just saying. I want to give these a good shuffle. Sorry. And all of it. Okay. All right. Let's lay them out. And what you do is you take, there are 25, so there's 24 plus the Sprawl City. You put Sprawl City always in the center. And the 24 you shuffle, and you just scatter them about. So I'm just going to throw these things anywhere without thinking about it. Doesn't matter. And this plays with the replayability of the game in terms of the land is always different, always changing. You never really know where it leads you. Oh, it's a lot of fun. Your side. Swamp there, plains there, forest. There's a lot of forest over there. There we go. Boom. The land has been created. You, oh, they did. Oh, they did. Okay. So I have, I have these 10 commandments. So I have my character who will start in Sprawl City. And let's talk about how we work through this. Plan of attack. We have to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finish our finale for the Ancient to appear. Once we finish our saga and the Ancient appears, we can then engage the Ancient and fight. Okay? They will win, or I will win. We will find out. But our saga is the Dragon's Hoard, so it says, wealth and untold riches have long been the focus of tales involving dragons. But only recently have those tales begun to resonate with truth. The mountains are terrorized by a mad worm which stalks all kinds of prey. You begin your search for the dragon by seeking its prey yourself, gathering rumors of its whereabouts from friendly natives. To complete Chapter 1, we need to spend 5 gold and spend 1 action, which is called a regale action. It's just it's just an action. And we need to contribute a mountain, an enemy, and because we're playing solo, an ally. We need 3 things: mountain, enemy, and ally. And we'll talk about what those are as we cover them. I need to get a rumor in my hand. Now, my fight is terrible. Just terrible. As a halfling priest, shaman, can't fight anybody. So, I wonder if I should go for spells or items. I'm going to go for items. So what you do is there's 4 decks. There are spells, titles, items, and allies. When the game starts, you're supposed to shuffle all these decks, and I'm going to shuffle them or else you'll watch me shuffle all these decks to start, which will drive me. So I'll shuffle them as I get to them. But you shuffle up the decks, and at the beginning of the game, each character will draw 2 cards from one of these decks, not each. 2 cards from one of these decks, and then pick one and shuffle the other one back. Okay. Shuffle these up. If you have questions, let me know. Because I want to bend them and nobody will let me. Alright, so see this? See how terrible I am at this? Alright, so I'm going to draw 2. Okay. And these 2 are, we've got a necklace of wealth. How big table do you need to play this solo? Not too big. I've played this game on a 4x2 table. A 4-foot, sorry, I'm speaking US. A 4-foot by 2-foot table. I played this game on it without issue. So you need a 4x2. If you want to play 4-player, you're probably going to need a dinner. Because everyone needs to have their own area. But I played it solo on a 4x2, which are in videos that I've had. Ooh, the Gilded Sword gives me +2+ to fighting. And it's an item. I have to go to the Verdant Fields to get it. They're probably the furthest from me. Yeah, they are. And the Necklace of Wealth, which basically I can veil it to gain some money. I'm going for the Gilded Sword because my fight is for money. And you don't fight the Ancient with good intention. Fight it with fighting. How big are your feet? Hey Ryan, what's going on? If you're going to play it 4-player, co-op, or competitive, then you'll probably need a dinner table. And the average dining table will. But a 4x2 table will get you fine for solo. So this is in my hand. This is not down as an asset. This is in my hand as a rumor. I know I've heard of the Gilded Sword that are in the Verdant Fields all the way over here because every time I want anything, it's always the furthest away when I play this. Anyway, this is in my hands a rumor, so I'll put it right here for right. Not in the asset area. I've been meaning to get this to the table. You're inspiring me to do this, so thanks. No problem, Mighty Jester. This game's great. All right, we're ready to start. Like I said, I will shuffle all these up as I have 4 actions before I have to camp for the night. When I have to draw a night card, and terrible things happen. All right, so I got 1 gold to my name and a bunch of actions. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is spend that. Ooh, it's gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. I could die. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend one action over there, to hide. Boop. So I'm hidden. That means that if I run into an enemy, it's not gonna chew my face off. Now there are no mountains over here, which is awful. But I need to get to the verdant field so I can fight something. There's a mountain over here, so I can head over and attack. Cool. So I'm gonna hide. That's my first action. On the actions that you can take, and of course, there's a lovely little reference that I have on the actions you can take. An action you can take to hide, to move, to search, to confront, which is attack an enemy, or if there's no obstacles present, we'll talk about that when it comes up. Discover a rumor, clear an obstacle. We can rest for an action. We can do a market action. Yeah. So all that's in the handy reference. So that was my first action to hide. My second action is I'm going to head over to the Green Meadows. Green Meadows is a plains location. So we grab the plains deck, and while we're out adventuring in the Green Meadows, we get to find out what's there. Big fun. Big fun. And there's specific things that are located in different locales. And it's always indicated. This is why I wish this wasn't shiny. Don't look at the shine. All I care for you to look at is the bottom. You see where mountain and enemy are red and allies like blue? The reason why that is that's very telling to the location. Allies are in place. I need an ally. So not too bad. Enemies are everywhere. There are enemies in every deck, but there are more often than not allies. Plenty. There are allies in every deck, but they're just more allies. So just now, seeing this for the first time, my impression is adventure game with cards for location instead of for act. It is an open world sandbox game. If you want me to describe this game best, Ryan, it's an open world sandbox game where you have a time limit of 25 turns to kill a mega boss or lose the game. That is how I would describe this game. And yes, it's an adventure game. It has locations that are cards. Everything's card based. But this is the land. So I shuffle these up. We draw our first card, which is an event. Cool. That light is going to screw up stuff. I need to adjust this so it's not so glary. So I apologize for. I truly. So this is the event. Revenge. Revenge! So there's an event. When it's revealed, something happens. Let's find out. Strongest hero draws 1 stranger from the plains deck. Put that stranger into play at this location with their enemy token on it. The stranger gains fight +1 until it is. So they become my enemy. So we get to go looking for. That's. There we go. Shuffle these back. You thought that was for me, didn't you? It isn't for me. Alright, so we have a stranger that is in play. The stranger has 5 health, and it says when you fail an influence test, sacrifice 1 ally if you were gonna. And this is a press gang that's coming. Flavor text at the bottom. It has 2 fight, 3 sneak, and 5 influence as a stranger. But they are no longer a stranger because of this event of revenge that they're going to get. They have 3 fight. They are an enemy to me. So you put the enemy card on there. Oops, sorry. You put the enemy card. You put the enemy token on there. But they want to engage me, but I'm hidden. I am hidden. So I have some options. I could fight them with my lovely 1 die. I can't influence them because they are they are no longer a stranger, but they are more an enemy. They're enemies. So stranger gains +1 fight until it is. So options. Usually, what you can do with a stranger is you can go up against their influence and try to convince them to be on your side. If you fail a roll, which means you don't get any successes with the amount of time you have left, let's say I'm going to roll once. I roll once and I get no successes, which 5's a success. So this is the Eldritch Horror. If I fail that, they become an enemy and then we fight to the. If I don't fail that, then they become my ally and they come into my hand as a rumor. However, because of this stupid card, it's an enemy to me who wants to attack and beat my face in. So, sorry, I'm just. So, I have a choice. Now, I can't influence him, but I can sneak past him to get away, or I can fight him to the death. He has 3 dice. I have 1 die, and I have 4 health. Who do you think's going to win? So, I have to sneak past him, but to sneak past him, I need to be able to get at least 3 successes. I roll 4 dice on. That's all I can really do. So 1, 2, 3. That means I need 3 successes. I need 3 successes to sneak by him. So, and honestly, truly, all I need is 2. So I'm going to try to sneak by this. If I can't sneak by him, we get in a fight. And I'm going to die. I got 2 successes. I got a 5 and a 6. I got a 4 and a 3. Wow, how that lined up. So you would say, oh no, you failed because you need 3 successes. But there's the rub. If you look over here on this side, you will see that I have these 4 tokens that look like this. What these tokens are called, they're called fate. These are the way that Tristan said, this game is going to hurt you. So here is 4 free. You can only use them once per round. So I'm going to use 1, turn 1 of these into a success, making it 3 successes. Ta-da! And I sneak past. So that's how I succeed. So this is gone forever. You can only get fate back through the token bag or through card effect. They don't come back once. But I did sneak past this nerd, so I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna pull another enemy. Know it. I'm gonna sneak past them and get over here. And I just have to verify. Steven usually keeps me correct on this part. Draw and place an encounter of matching terrain type. Oh no, that's cert. Tests. Surprise, evade if they sneak values higher than. Yep. Evade, test evade. A successfully evaded enemies ignore for this turn. Okay, they're just ignored. So I snuck past them. Then my next action is to move over here. So I just snuck past them. I don't gotta fight them. That's why I said I need Steven sometimes. my head right because I get more into the mechanics. So I moved into the Lonely Gorge location. I'm trying to get down to the verdant field so that I can at least fight something. I have one action left. So let's see how this shakes up. Hey Heather, what's going on? So we'll shuffle these up. Like I said, I'll shuffle as I come across them, and then after a while I won't need shuffling. Alright, so oh, and I've included the promo cards in here. So somewhere in here, the alien from the game Lifeform is. And if it is in here, I'm going to die. So, alright, cool. So we draw this guy. What is this? Hallowed Arches. It's a place. Look at the art on this. It says, if I beat it, relocate to any forest location. I need 3 influence or 1 sneak. What do you think? So that is there. It is a place, dungeon, and mountain. Well, well, well. If you look at this, look up here, and this is the reason why I said I'll explain this. Let's see if I can clarify. These up here are keywords. So it has the keyword place, the keyword dungeon, and the keyword mountain. Remember, for my quest, I need the keyword mountain. So this is right up my alley, and I need to do a sneak test to beat it. And I can relocate to any forest location. Once I do it, I may. I don't want to, because there's no forest locations around. Or else, if there was, I'd move there, but this is all fields and bog. So my last action, make me lose hidden, but whatever. I'm going to encounter it. And I roll, for my sneak, I roll 4 dice. Ooh, as soon as I moved into there, I would have become hidden. I didn't have to waste that action. I need to pay attention to my character a little bit more. So I roll 4 dice, and I need 1 success. 1. So I need a 5 or a 6 on 1 die. Ooh. Well, I got a 6 here. This was a 2. So I got 1 success, which means I won. So I win. Yay! So how this works, after you win a test, is you can take the card into your hand, or you can get rid of it. And let me zoom in to show you this, because this is how rewards work. What's your win rate for Kilforth? I've beaten all the ancients. I'll say that, but that's over like 10 billion hours of game. So what you can do is you keep this card in your hand as a rumor, or you can trade it in for a title or whatever is down here, right? This is saying it's a title. I can keep this in my hand or trade it in for a title. I'm going to keep this in my hand because I need it. Then the second thing is, are you going to gain 1 gold or take your chances with the bag? This is going to go in my hand, and I'm going to take my chances with the bag because it's only 1 gold. So you reach in here, jumble it up, as you can hear the shuffling happening, and then you grab 1 token out of this bag. What is it? What could it be? The token is Vendor. I gain 1 market AP. Oh, that is so good. So this comes in, and it goes down here, and you see I can only have 6 of them. So that's down there. What this means is that there is a traveling vendor that is around the world, and I can just so happen to use this for free at any time during my turn, at any time to perform a market action. The only place that you can perform market actions right now is Sprawl City, or if there are any cards like you find in vendors and location cards. But now I can perform a market action free, which means I get to actually buy something from the market if I have enough money. I can buy 3. I reveal 3 cards of one thing, and I can buy 1 thing from it, and that automatically goes into my hand. Automatically goes down. It doesn't go away. All right, like I bought it, so it's mine. Okay, that ends. All 4 of my actions are done. That ends my turn. So I am Finny, which means we go to the knight. Dun dun. Shuffle up the knight deck. This game should call Gloom of Canje. My win rate on this, like I said, I've beaten every ancient in this game, but I've played this game a lot. I think Steven has more gameplay hours than this game, but I'm not far behind on that, and it's a rough go. I'd probably say for every ancient, it probably cost me maybe 30 playthroughs to beat it, but I've beaten every ancient. Alright, so the knight deck is where things go horribly wrong. If a forest location falls into gloom, this is where the land is falling into gloom. Right now, we're at the happy land of happy fun. But as the game plays, this is our timer for the game. So that means that different locations are going to fall into gloom. What does that mean? It means that if it's a forest location, the Prince of Ruin is influencing it. If it's not a forest location, then there are negative effects to end our turn. All right. What's the first place that's going to die? Spine Ridge Pass falls into gloom. Spine Ridge Pass is here. So what you do is you take it, you flip it, flip the cards, and you'll see on this side it says -1. That means that if we ever end our turn here after we break camp the next day, we lose 1 health. That's what that means. But it has fallen into gloom. And because it's fallen into gloom, and let me show you the card that shows what that looks like. So here it says Spine Ridge Pass falls into gloom. This is a stranger that is neutral, that is the tribal chief. I can try to influence her on my side for 4, but if I fail at any roll, she gets mad and she starts fighting. And she has 3 health. Or she can become an ally, because her keywords are stranger and neutral. And it is a mountain location, so she will go there. Boom. So there, that's where she is. And that is the night phase. That's it. Not hard, right? So when it breaks, how much ever health that you have is how much actions you get back. Since I'm at full health, I get back all of them. But when dawn breaks, you lose your hidden status. So I am no longer hidden. All right. Well. All right. Then I'm gonna move. So the first thing I'm gonna do is spend that to hide because I can't fight anything right now. That's my first action to hide. My second action is to move to the Endless Brackens, which is a Badlands location. Shuffled all but 1 deck. So we'll shuffle these up and draw from here. Let's see. Badlands is full of enemies. Full of them. There's tons of enemies in Badlands. Ugh. Alright, well, I got a mountain. I need an enemy and an ally. There'll be an ally there that I can credit. We will see. Alright. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Let's draw our card and see what's boom. Badlands. What is this? What is this madness? This is a quest. It has assist and Badlands on it, and it needs 3 study to beat. It is the detained prisoner. So this appears here. It is a quest. It's not an enemy, which means I don't have to fight it. I can keep on trucking if I want to. But I need 3 study to beat it. Quest might be nice to have in my hand. It would give me a spell and some money. I think I am going to do this. I'm going to confront it. It needs 3 study. I have 4 dice that I roll. And basically all you're going to do is just waste your time doing it, which I'm going to do. I just need 3 successes and these stack. So let's see how it goes. Look at that. 4, 5, 6, 6. Ultra success! So I defeated it. And it comes to me, and it says, okay, do I want this card? Well, it has the keywords quest, assist, and badland. I don't need any of those keywords for my saga, and I'm not going to spoil what the other sagas are. So we're just going to play this like it's brand new. So I'm actually going to trade this in to get a spell and the two scents for it. So this will go in discard. I will gain a spell from the spell deck. So I'll shuffle this up. Hey Matthew, what's going on? It's official. It's rigged. Hey Steven, what's going on? Yes, this is my #1 game of all time. This will never be dethroned. And if you ever want to find out why it's my #1 game of all time, I've said it 10 billion times on various different streams of stuff. So you just go look back at one of them. I don't need to dredge that up. All right, so, but it's my #1. Okay, so let's see what rumor we got. As a spell, we've got haste. 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 It is a spell. It has the kinetic keyword and it says Deed Veil. When a battle starts, your foe will perform its skirmish stuff after the foe defeated. So that means that I can fight it in the open heart. It's right next to the verdant fields. That's in my hand as rumor, and I'm taking the 2 gold. Yay! And we have one more action. I don't think I want to. If there's an enemy here, that's stuff. But we gotta risk it. We gotta risk it. I can't waste too much time. Remember, clock's ticking. We've got 24 more turns before we're out. So I'm gonna move my last action to the verdant fields. Because I'm a halfling, when you enter a plains location or Sprawl City, I'm hidden. So even if someone's like, "Well, you're supposed to lose because you're in front of that," guess what? I got it out. So cool. We hit a plains. Oh, this is amazing. This. What do we got? Come on. Magical portal. It's a quest. Sneak plane. It says it's basically a nice happy place, a nice happy fun place for everyone. I would need either 5 influence or 3 study to be able to defeat it. And when I beat it, I can relocate to any location I want. If I don't want the card, I will get another spell and 1 gold or the bag. That's there. And that ends my turn for the day. So you always keep your hidden here. You always keep your hidden here until you break it. Always. Because they're terrible night cards that want to kick you in the face. Okay, so that ends my turn. Let us draw. I hate this card. Alright, so we've got freezing winds. This is a weather condition. When revealed, place 1 obstacle at each location for each quest it has. And when a quest enters play, place an obstacle on that location and the dark mire falls in bloom. This is a persistent thing. Persistent. Which means it will stay out. Where are the quests? Oh, look, there's a quest right here where I landed. An obstacle goes on it. And what an obstacle means is that you cannot confront anything until you clear an obstacle. And to clear an obstacle, you have to just use an action to clear it. Alright, that's the only quest that's there. And what fall in the gloom? The dark mire is over. So the dark mire falls in. And there's another one called pelting rain that's worse. But we get back all of our actions. We're no longer hidden. Cool, cool, cool. Well, we're not here for that location. We're here for that sword. So my first action is I'm going to spend an action to discover my sword, putting it down as an asset. That's all. Item. There. Verdant Fields, we're there. Now our fight is 3 instead of 1. Hey, look, we don't suck as much anymore. my next action, because I want to get the spell down too, my next action is to spend this other action, and I'm going to move from verdant field. I could come back for that. I could come back for that. So my next action is I'm going to move to the open heath. And I've entered a plane's location, which means I immediately become hidden. And then I draw a planes card. This isn't so bad. So what we drew was another event. And this event says, we're going to joust here. And it's when revealed, the weakest hero, this is if you're playing multiplayer, if you're playing solo, it's you. The weakest hero performs an influence test of 3. If we pass it, we gain an item. So this is not horrible, but we have to still do it. If we fail, we just don't get anything. But if we pass, pretty decent. So our influence is a 3. Means we would need perfect success to be able to beat this. We got 1. So we didn't beat it. This goes away as an event, and we just don't get a free item. However, for my next action, I'm going to discover and get my spell. So interesting things about spells that I want y'all to pay attention to. Interesting things about spells have this little lock symbol that's right here. You see that? That means that if you don't have this number for your study, right? Or if you don't have the number that is locked for your sneak, or your influence, or your fight, this is not available to you. You can still put it down as an asset, but it's not available until you have that, right? Also, if you look here, you see the star? That means that that's a keyword that you can only have 1 of. So that means spell, fine, but I can only have 1 kinetic keyword. If I get another spell that's kinetic, I can't use it because I have this one. However, I'm still putting this down because I've got 3 study on my halfling, plus 1 for being a shaman, which is 4. Ta-da! So, yay! We're a little better off. Alright. Now, we need to deal with an enemy. Enemies are in the mountain. So that's just what we got to do. So my last action of the day is I'm going to move Lava King. I will draw an event. Interesting. Okay. So check out this event. This is an interesting one. Criminal event revealed when a hero enters. Actually, let me see if I can get this to work. If I just, it's still got the light on it. Yeah, it's still got too much light on it. I gotta adjust my camera so the new lighting doesn't mess with it. But it basically says weakest hero either spends 2 AP. I'm out of AP, so I can't. To gain 2 gold, or discard a stranger from play. If no strangers are in play, discard the topmost card of the ally deck. Well, there are strangers in play. There's a stranger here. There's a stranger there, and this one doesn't like me very much. So, bye. We discard him from play. Goodbye. Goodbye. And that ends my day. That is that. So, somebody donated something. Somebody donated to Extra Life. So thank you for doing that. Alright, so then we go to the next night phase. See how fast these turns are starting to go with what we got? Did any forest fall into bloom? It was fire and a bog, right? Yeah, and a bog. So no forest. I just gotta always keep an eye on that. Alright, here's the next place that's fallen into gloom. And this has a place in the dungeon. So it says, this is the Orc Barrack. When revealed, place it at the Windy Valley, and the Windy Valley falls into gloom. So it's a place. The wind says when quests come out. So Windy Valley is... This falls into gloom. This comes here. I'm not finding any enemies, which is... Alright, end of turn. fly back, over, and I'm scared to find an enemy at the mountains. There's one enemy at the mountains that I use that word very like. We lose hidden status. We get our actions back. Start back our next day. I'm going to move. Let's just start toggling stuff. So I'm going to move back to the open heath. I'm going to go over here. I'll move back to the open heath, which automatically makes it hidden. And then let's draw and see what we're dealing with. It's a holy church. Heroes may perform a rest action here if they defeat it. The holy church, 3 study, 1 sneak to get past it. That is not a quest. That's a place. So I could get that easy, no problem. But let's keep trucking. I'm gonna move over here because there's something already here. I don't have to draw from the deck. So I'm gonna spend an action to clear this obstacle. And when you clear the obstacle, you automatically get something from the bag. What do we get? What I got from the bag? That's what I got from the bag. Tristan is cruel. That's what this is what this translates to. Tristan is cruel and hates me. So I got nothing for clearing that. But I'm also going to, my last action is I'm going to confront this magic portal so I can teleport somewhere fly. So study. Yep, that's the best one to do. I'm going to roll 4 dice. And I need 3 successes. Here you go, Canje. I got 1, 2, and I can succeed in this if I want because here's the trick. At the end of the round, not the end of your action, every action, whatever you succeed on stays on the card. Okay? At the end of the round, when you hit the night phase, all those successes clear off. So if you notice, this is my last action. So if I don't succeed at this, and I've got 2 successes, if I leave it at that, it will be a wasted action because nothing. I'm actually going to spend another fate, so I have 2 left, to make that a success. So that, and usually Steven hates when I spend it so flippantly. He really does. But I just gotta. So I could get another spell, or I can keep this as a quest sequence. I'm going to keep this in my hand because I feel like somewhere in here it's going to say you need a quest. That's going to annoy the life out of me. So I'm going to keep this instead of getting a spell, but instead of getting 1 gold coin, I'm going to go to the bag. See if I get another set of nothing. What did I get? I got Cloak. I gained 1 hide AP for free. So Cloak, gain 1 hide AP. All right, cool. That ends my day. I'm done. Next day. Oh, I'm terrified that this happened, but it got rid of that weather condition. So let's zoom in. You can see this beautiful art that the artist did. Eerie stillness. This is a weather item, so it stays in play. All is quiet, and Barrowmore falls into gloom. Barrowmore is here. Will fall into gloom, and this weather is discarded, and this is the new weather. Okay, so that ends the day. Break camp. Get back. Are y'all getting the sense for the game? Are there any questions you have or confusions that you have about it? It's a sandbox game. I can do whatever I want. I just have a timer and I have a big boss to fight. Other than that, it's open world. You can do whatever you want. And these decks are so, there's a ton of stuff in these decks. Even after all my playthroughs, there's still stuff in these decks I haven't seen. So there's mounds of replayability of stuff. I've seen all of these, but I haven't seen all of them. So I've seen recurrences of stuff, but I haven't gone through all of the entire one. So that's what we have. Okay, so I need to gain my hidden status. Do that. The mountain's terrifying, but I need an enemy and an ally. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to spend one action to move here, which automatically makes that has place. I'm then going to move again up here. I'm looking for allies. So I'm going to move there. Come on. Come on. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. I say come on because it's not what I want. So there's a stranger here. It is a fun game. So there's a stranger. If I fight her, she's going to roll 2 dice. She has 2 health. Or I could sneak past her, or I could try to influence her to be my friend. She has stranger, neutral, and plain. She will give me an ally. And 2 gold if I defeat her. I believe if I influence her, I get her no matter what. Like, I can't get the ally. I'd have to defeat her. She only has 2 health. I think I'll just kill her straight out. But let me see. I want to just verify that. This is one of the rules that Steven knows to a high degree. First stranger, 0 successes on the first attempt. Reaching the number of successes passed. I believe that's true, that if I were to ally her, she would come to my hand and I can't get the ally. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fight her. I'm going to fight her because that's what I can do. So I'm going to spend an action to engage. And what that means now is that she is now my enemy that we're about to fight. She is going to roll 2 dice against me to fight me. She has 2 health. Hey, Carl, thanks so much for subscribing. She has 2 health. We'll put the 2 health on her. And she's going to roll 2 dice to fight me. But remember my haste spell, which it says when a battle starts, your foe will perform its turn step after I check and see if I kill it. So I'm going to veil this to attack her first. And I'm going to fight her. Well, my fight is 2 with my sword and 1 with that, so I'm going to roll 3 dice. And she gets 2 health. Surely, all I need is 1 success, and I can use a fate to kill her if things go worse. But all I need is 1 success. So let's see how we do. Usually, fights happen all together at the same time. Why? Dang it! I did not get any successes. So I'm actually going to use. I'm actually going to use a fate to get 1 success on. That was awful. So she just took 1 damage. Now she's going to roll against me. 5s and 6s hit. Oh, look, she hit me once. So that means I lose 1 health and my other action. So my day is done. But we fight to the death when we fight. So now because I used that spell, I veiled it. That was just a 1-time burn. Now we fight together to see who's gonna do what. Are you kidding me? I can't hit her. She hit me again. We do it again. I'm going to die. There we go. There's the other hit to kill her, and she doesn't hit me. Ugh. Okay, so she died. I defeated her. Zarevia calls to me more, but this one is so much this one is so much cheaper. Plus, it gets this. Plus, I'll get this one for Steven if he recommends. This is a highly recommended. This is, like I said, this is my favorite. So we're gonna get an ally for beating. That's the ally keyword I need. And if you look, the ally keyword. That's what I want, and the martial keyword. So swashbuckler, she'll give me +1 to fight and +1 to influence, which is great. And I have to go to the hidden list to find her. So this drops right there, and I'm gonna take 2 gold from you because that's what I need. So I've got my 5 gold I need. I've got ally. I've got mountain. I just need enemy. and I'm good. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, I was supposed to roll an extra die when I attacked her. I forgot I was hidden. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Still roll the 1, so I wouldn't have killed her on the first round. I forgot that I was hidden, and I would have gotten an extra die. But it's how the cookie crumbles. Alright, so that goes in my hands. Rumor. We will go to the discard pile. Yes, Mike, you can. You can combine both of the games. So let me answer this question here while it's being asked. So Mike asked, Canje, can you combine Gloom and Shadows? Yes. Gloom, Shadows of Kilforth happens in the Eastern Kingdom. Gloom happens in the Western Kingdom. So what you can do is you can actually put both of them together for a massive campaign game. The knights would increase, right? Because there's 25 cards per deck, so that's 50 decks. You have a 50 count timer, and I believe you increase the if you're playing solo, you have 2 ancient. But you could put all of them together for a 50 card mega game, and with Call of Kilforth coming out, you could add that to for a 75 card mega game. But to increase that, you have to add you'll be dealing with more than one ancient when you fight per player. But yes, you could combine them perfectly, or you could take half and half. It doesn't matter. The only thing that you need to keep track of is the night cards need to match the location. That's it. That's it. So hopefully I answered your question. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm about to go down to 1 health. So that ends my day because she hit me. That's okay. So that ends the day. I'm camping in an area that's in Gloom, which isn't fun. Let's draw our night card. The Dead Swamp. Wave of Doom, it's an enemy. Place this enemy at the Dead Swamp. Dead Swamp. And it falls into Gloom. And this is an enemy that's called the Wave of Doom. And it has 4 to fight, and it has... Alright, we break camp. I only have 2 health, so I don't get back all my AP. And I rested in a place that had it, so guess what? I've got 1 health and 1 AP left. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to... I gotta get back to Sprawl. Be bad. I could die. So we reset this. Let's do it. Let's do it. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I'm gonna use my my one action, move to this, which automatically makes me hit. And let's see what we draw. Okay, why do you hate me? Hey, remember that enemy I wanted? Hey, look, here he is. 3 health. 3 health. Undead plane. I could sneak past him for 2. 2 sneak. I have to roll 4, so I need 2 successes. If I die, so if you die, you don't lose the game. You lose the game when the timer runs out. What happens if you die is you get sent back to Sprawl City, you lose an asset, and I think you lose a rumor. I'd have to go back through, but terrible things happen. To sneak past him, I would need 2 successes, or I could just straight up attack him in haste, rolling 4 dice, trying to hit him for 3, and he could kill me. No, I cannot befriend the Doom Guard. Does not like hero defeated. If the hero has lost their last HP, lose all gold and 1 rumor or asset, relocate the Sprawl. Cannot be, and then basically, I don't go back to full health. I know I don't, an undefeated non-ancient enemy fully heals. I think I just get back 1 health, I don't know if I should YOLO this guy with haste, because I'll roll 4 dice and I just 3 successes. Or if I should just run away and rest the Sprawl and then come back. I think that's what I'm going to try to sneak past. I can run away. I can attack him and run, but it would have to be after one round. You can run away at any time. Okay, just to let you. Let's see. If an invasion attempt failed, the hero loses hidden status. The enemy gains surprise, which they get to roll a thing against me. I'm trying to see I'm gonna fight him, but I want to see escape option. If the foe is a non-ancient, the hero may return to the prior or nearest enemy relocation camp. In this case, enemy fully heals. Repeat until one side is. So I'm gonna fight. I'm just your attack since you're hidden. No. My ally. This ally is a rumor. This ally is a rumor. Tiny. It's not an asset in play, so it wouldn't be 6 dice. I would have to go to the hidden woods to make that ally an asset. So I'm hidden, which means I would get 1 extra die, plus I'm at 2, 3, so it'd be 4. It would be 4 on his 3 health. So no, it would not be 6. So let me put the 4 there, because I'm going to fight this guy. All I need is 2 successes, and I beat him. So I'm going to fail haste. He gets to roll 4 dice against me. But if I could just get 2 successes, I beat him. Or I die. Let's do this. This is fun. This is fun. Big fun. Let's do it. Hey, look! I rolled that. All right. I'm dead. Let's do it. I'm dead. And there's 1, 2, 3. He killed me. So I'm dead. So when I die, I just got Canje. I just need 2 successes. So when I die, when I'm defeated, if a hero has lost their last HP, which I did, lose all gold, or 5 gold, gone. So I can't regale. I gotta go get that back. For each, let's lose all gold and 1 rumor or asset. I'm not losing any assets. I'm gonna lose this rumor. Wait, it's gone. Relocate the Sprawl City. So somebody drugged my dying body back there. And make camp. Cannot be affected by abilities for the rest of the day, and undead they would heal the full, and I would gain back 1 health. I gain back 1 health. And the day's over. I just needed 2 successes. So the Shrouded Glade, which is a forest location, falls into Gloom. Come on! Shrouded Glade falls into Gloom. When the Shrouded Glade falls into Gloom, we grab a plot from the bad guy. So if you want to see where the plot deck is up here. And we grab a plot from there, flip it over to determine what the plot is, and it says Fortress of Ruin for the Prince of Ruin. This is the place with the place and respite keyword. The prince's minions have been busy in the dark hours erecting an outpost. Within the forest, a horrific ritual is being carried out in honor. If the demonic rites aren't stopped now, the consequences are dire. Boom. To get that, to basically defeat that, we need to sacrifice 1 ally. If we don't, and we go fight the boss, and that is still in effect, when the battle round starts, the Prince of Ruin will always heal 1. And this lovely tribal tithe, which is an event that reveals when that's shrouded into gloom, says, hey, each hero must discard 1 rumor. Yay! There's another place here. I could go get it. So I'm going to discard that. I don't want to lose this ally. And I get 1 health back. No gold in Sprawl City. Fantastic. So break camp. Hey, look, I got 1 action back. So what am I gonna do? Well, I'm going to rest to regain 1 health. I'm gonna do a rest action to regain one more health. And I only got 1 action. I only got that. Oh, that was my 1 action. That was it. That's it. That was my 1 action. I rest. That's it. My day's over. This is where the game gets hard. And this right here. I want to stop and pause right here. This is what Fall in the Gloom. I want to stop and pause right here to let people know this right here is the #1 reason people downrate it. Because it's you've been doing stuff, you've been doing awesome, then you got defeated, you were killed, and now you're struggling. And you're going to lose time because you don't have health, right? So I had to rest to get, because I was only at 1 health, I had to rest to get a health back. That used my entire day to rest up. But think about it thematically. You've been beaten. Somebody drug your corpse, your half-dead corpse, back to Sprawl City. You have to spend that day to recoup. Now, if you want to be a hero, you feel free to move back in to wherever you were before and continue on your quest, feeling really wounded. It's thematic. However, a lot of people don't like that because they're like, "Oh no, the game's too hard. Now I'm falling behind, and it feels like I'm doing this chase." Well, maybe you shouldn't have fought that guy when you had 1 health left. Should have evaded. Then you could have taken your 5 gold, go to Sprawl City, and rest up, get full health, and then come back and deal with it the next day. These are the consequences of your actions. So deal with it. Anyway. Alright. So that ends my day as I spent resting. So let's go to the next night. Discard a place from play. Lonely Gorge falls into Gorge. Discard a place from play. You. Bye. Alright. Okay. So I get that too. I mean, I could go fight this guy. I said, once again, I just need 2 successes to fight him. I can knock my head against that wall for a long time, can't I? I want to, but now I'll be losing stuff that will help me be successful. Which isn't fun. This is a resting place that I could go to. Get that. I think this is where the risk versus reward side of this game comes up as well, where I could use haste to fight him and pray to good gravy that he doesn't hit me 2 damage, because then throw me right. But I think I ain't got no choice but this. I don't have a choice. So I'm gonna actually move, which automatically makes me hidden. And then I'm gonna confront him. Let's see how this goes. I roll first, and I'm gonna roll 4 dice to start. And hope to good gravy I get 2 successes. We don't know how this is gonna shake out. I got 1 success. Okay. Alright, well, let's see if he kills me. So I got 1 success. He goes down to 2 health. And then he's going to attack me 4 dice. I don't know how this is going to shake. Jesus. I die. I die again. I die again. So he kills me again. This is why I didn't use that thing. I had to wait. So he kills me again. I would lose all my gold, and I have to lose something. I'm going to lose my ally rumor. And I go down to 1 health. I'm no longer hidden. This is the churn. This is the churn of the game. That ends my day. I need to beat him to move forward. That's just how it is. The open heath falls into Gloom. This one. And this is a quest that's also here, so there's a place in the quest. Cool. Next day. I might just keep just banging my head against the wall of this until I beat him, because there's really nothing for me to do. I'll just rest in the day. Some tips have moved from white to black. Yep, this is what happens. New weather condition. Yay! Each hero is limited to one move action each day. When night begins on the third day after this card enters play, start. The green meadow falls in bloom where he is. Awesome. This makes fighting him even harder. And this weather condition's gone. This one I can only make one move action counter on it for 3 days. That away. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is where people struggle with the game because they're like, oh, it's hard. But I think I'm gonna start losing stuff now if I can't get 2 successes on it. I have to beat him. I have to. There's nothing else that I can do. There's nothing else that I can do. I need something. I tell you what. I'll come back to him. I'll hide, and then I'll move into the lush jungle. Okay. I just can't get 2 successes on that. If I just get 2, I would kill him. But now, with that falling in the gloom, it gets hard. Actually, I'm going to retcon something. Hey, Jerry, what's going on? Instead of using one thing to hide, instead of doing that, I'm actually going to use my cloak, which gives me one hidden. One of my free things for winning. I was doing so well. So instead of using one of these, I'm going to use my cloak to be hidden. All right, what are we finding? This is the reason of game 2. What it takes, hey, look. Fountain of Youth, it's a quest. Seek, Forest. If I defeat it, I heal for 4 health. And it needs 4 successes to beat it. So that is here. I think I roll 4 dice. Hello. Let's do it. I'm gonna roll 4 dice. See if I can get 4 successes. 1, 2 successes. So I just have these places aren't enemies. Enemies are red. We'll make these other quest places. So I got 2 successes, but that ends my day. So I'm out. This is what I'm dealing with. So this will tick 2 and draw a night card. And this says the Lost Forest falls in the gloom. Please don't tell me that's where I am. Oh. The Lost Forest falls in the gloom. An Abyssal Gate enemy drops here, and because it's a forest location, another plot card comes out that is another place respite, and it says the corridors that run through the Vale to different locations across the land are starting to align, and rifts are appearing that threaten to release terrible creatures from the other side of the Vale that feast on souls. If everyone acts now to shut down these mystical rifts, perhaps you can save their would-be victims before it's too late. Beat this plot. A hero must lose 1 AP. That is also cool, cool, cool. I take that down. I get back 2, no longer hidden, and we begin our next day. Well, I still want to deal with that, right? I still want to deal with that. So I am going to roll my 4 dice. This no longer has 2 on it. It's refreshed, so let's see what we get. I got 1 success for 1 action. So that was just 1 for my 1 action. Game is gonna kill me. I'm then gonna do it again for my last action. Actually, I won't. I'm going to not do that again. I'm gonna rest my next. That'll end my day. This will heal off. This ticks down to 1. And we get another night card. Fire Tor! Fire Tor falls into Gloom. Place this card in play besides the map. Each encountered Spire Tor gets +2 to each attribute. I'm actually going to put it at Spire Tor because I always forget that. So, yeah, that's a thing that's ongoing from now on. Hey. This time I get back 3 action. The new day. And now it is my turn. Yep, I already ticked that down. So after today, that's going to go away. I even keep that anymore. It'd be 1 action to move, another action to move, another action to front, which might make me lose a health. But this could get me a spell that could be helpful. I need to find. I got pulled down again. So now, once again, I need to find a mountain, an enemy, and an ally. All my other stuff. Okay. So let's just deal with what we're dealing with. Let's get this first and get some spells out. 1, 2. So that's 2 successes. On this. That was 1 action. Another action. Nothing. Of course it's nothing. Then my last action, because I can't roll to save my stinking life. 1, 2. Oh, look. 3, 4. Sometimes this game infuriates me. Alright, so I'm going to get a spell. It is Familiar Aid. If I sacrifice this card, draw 5 allies. You may put one of these into play and discard those not in play, and the hidden woods have it. Here's the hidden. Where are you? They're hidden. They're all the way. That's in my hand as a rumor, and I'm going to go to the bag because I don't want one. What do I get? I get a map. Relocate to any plains location. This actually works really well for what I want to do. Okay, that ends my day. This ticks away. This goes away. Nighttime. Event. Discard an enemy from play. There's only... Oh, there is an enemy in play. Yes! The Rising Bluffs falls into Gloom. Location. Rising Bluff. Falls into Gloom. And I'm going to discard you from play. Abyssal Gate. Ah, you're an enemy. Okay. Get back 3. I'm going to do this. Going to. This is a place respite, so I don't have to draw a card when I come, because that is a place to play. So I'm going to just move over here. I'm going to forego an action to defeat this. It comes in my hand as a rumor, and I get to draw from the bag. Yeah, Mike, it can be. It can be, but it's fine. Ooh, look, a potion. I can heal 1 HP. I'm going to use that right now. So back up to full. Then I am going to relocate planes location. Yep, I'm going to relocate to a planes location. That would get me the ally that heals. So I'm going to use this free now to relocate to a planes location. Boop, boop. As soon as I enter one, I become hidden. Then I have to draw a planes card, and it's a remote town. Give me free market if I beat it. But then I will spend my last action move where there is a stranger. When you start an influence test, I have to pay a gold to influence the straight up fight. But he will give me an ally if I defeat him. But he is a stranger, he's not an enemy, so I don't have to deal anything with him, and that ends my day. Okay, so that ends my day. Back to full health. Crazy. Barren Waste falls into Gloom. Heroes must pay 1 gold to move to or from Sprawl City until the end of the next day. I'm not going anywhere, Sprawl City. I don't care about that. I get back all this. I'm no longer hidden. I'm going to spend 1 action to discover that. And then I'm going to deed sacrifice it, which is going to pitch the card. Draw 5 allies. You may put 1 of them into play. Discard those not put into play. 2. I'll use that. 1. 5. And we've got. So we've got the dog ninja. This is this actually I want to talk. This card is Tristan's card. He goes by Ninja Dog, Ninja Dorg on his Discord. So this is a homage to him, the Ninja Dog. We have the Acrobat, who says if we deed veil this, we gain 1 move 8, and we gain +1 to sneak. Summoner, who basically says during the claiming of a reward, you may draw from the spell deck instead of another reward deck if you want to get better spells, which you want. And we've got the Wild Mage. Sacrifice, get rid of this card to just gain 2 spells as assets, just right out of the gate. I'm between these two. This one will give me +1 to fight. These two I don't. Those two. So we're on this. Here, this is just claiming rewards as spells, but this one just basically gives me 2 spells that play 100%. So put 2 down, and then we're between these two. Once again, 2 spells for free as assets, or 1 more fight. We're gonna go 2 spells for free as assets. So we're gonna sacrifice you. Actually, not, not yet. I need the ally keyword. We're just gonna do that. Just gonna have it there. It's gonna give me 1 more lore, so I'm at 3, 4, 5. And then I can this will give me an ally, which I could sacrifice her, get 2 spells, and deal with that. I'm going for that. So I am going to try to influence this young gentleman to be on my side. It says, I have to pay gold to do it. And, I would have to fight him, but he can kill me. I have haste, which gives me 3 dice to roll. He has 4 health. What else? I think I'm just gonna move. I think I'm gonna move because I need the ally keyword able to, I need the ally keyword on Wild Mage. Complete my chapter. I haven't even completed my first chapter yet. So, I need gold to be able to fight him. Or I could come down here and get treasure and gold. But I need the enemy keyword. So I've got ally. I need enemy, and I need mountain. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move here. Not yet. Move here. I gain hidden. Wait. Question point. I'm gonna move over. Draw mountain. I want y'all to see what I just drew. He has 4 health. It's a gargoyle. Oh, look at it. During a battle, your 5s are not successes. And he rolls 2 dice to fight me. My 5s aren't successes. Only 6s are successes. I would have to roll 4 6s to beat this piece of thing. But he has the enemy keyword, and he has the mountain keyword, but you can only use 1 keyword per. I could sneak past him and run away. I am hidden, which means I would roll 4 dice against him. I would need 3 6s to. There's no way that's possible. Also, another thing I did not mention is that you can discard rumors of fate. I would go to church. I'm gonna try to sneak past this guy. There is no way. There is no way I could beat him. No way I could beat him. Sorry, I don't have that much faith. I do not. So I'm gonna run away from this guy. And probably into something worse. So I'm rolling 4 for sneak. I just need 1 success. And I got a 6. There's my success. So I snuck away from him. And okay, so let's see what's the next problem. Quest. Destroy a mountain that here. And I think my evade is I still have to spend that to do it. So I'm going to lose a health when this starts, but at least it's not that garbage. So that has mountain on it. I could. Okay, so that ends my turn. This falls away. Sprawl City falls in gloom. Yay! Civil War breaks out. Okay. So I lose health. I lose 1 health, so I'm only coming back with 3. Okay. So I got really 1 shot at. I have 3, 4, 5. I can roll 5 dice against 3 on study. So I'm going to spend 1. Roll 5 dice. 5s and 6s on successes for this thing. 1, 2. How much do I need? 3. I'm going to spend my last. I'm going to spend this as a. I'm going to discard this. To make it a fate. Speed. To get this, I will definitely be going to the bag. Keeping this in my hand because it has the mountain word on it. Once again, I just enemy, and I'm going to the bag. Get shield. Prevent the loss of 1 HP. I will hide. I will. Trade route. I get a free market action. That would be great if I had money. Hey, I had money. But So, okay. So, let's do that. We end our day. Actually, before we end our day, I'm going to Veil the Shaman, which gains me a free rest AP, which I'll use to rest. Now we end our day. Okay, so spawning pit, the lava canyon falls into Gloom. Place this at the lava canyon. When night begins, each hero at this location loses 1 health in addition to Gloom. And this nonsense, it's a place. Cool. Then I will get back all my 4. I will lose hidden status. And here we go. I just can't seem to. Hey, I don't know what to say. Can't seem to win. All right, I need the money from this, but I also need to beat the enemy. This has to happen. Look at this. What do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 days left. So that means 15 days have passed with us struggling. So let's go with this. I want the money. Then I'm going to try to fight this guy one more time. But let's try this out. Or maybe I'll find a guy here. So we're going to do 3, 4, 5 dice. I get the roll. I need a 3 to succeed. First action. 1, 2 successes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. On that. Then next action. Let's do it again. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we succeeded in taking this. I get to perform a free market action, but hold that phone for a second. Get 3 gold. I'm gonna take that. And I'm not gonna do the free market action. I don't want to spend the money. I want to fight. Really should. Really should do the free market action. I'm also gonna get a spell and ditch. This is. I don't have healing. So healing, sacrifice. When the loss of 1 or more HP cause you to prevent all of that loss. This only happens in the valley with a player to discover it. That goes in my hand. Do I want to perform market action? Do I want to do it? I feel like yes. I could try to find items. Or I could try to find spells. No, I'll try to find items in my fight. Because if I take the 3 gold, if I go up and beat him, I can immediately regain. I don't think I will. I think it's a bad idea not to do this, but I don't think that could kill me again. But I gotta try. Gotta beat him. I got to beat him. I'm going to move here, which is going to make me invisible. Draw a plain card. Nope. Lava. Okay. No, it's Barrowmore. Draw a plains card. Event. Discard a stranger from play. You. And we got it. We got to do it. Got to do it. Got full health. Do it. All right. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna roll 3 dice. 1, 2. So 3 dice. You will roll 4. Okay. Oh, I get 1 extra die because I'm surprised. I'm hidden. Let's see how we do. Frick on! Come on, man! He hits me for 1. I only do 3 dice. Actually, I'm going to prevent that one loss with. Gets me for 2. Does he kill me this time? Yep, I'm dead. I cannot beat this dude. I can't beat him. I cannot beat him. I lose all my gold once again. And I'll lose this. I cannot beat this guy. Get 1 health back. And that ends my day. Hey, look! Fierce Storm! Place 1 obstacle at each place. Cannot beat this guy. Place. And the Verdant Fields falls into Gloom. I have to move out of Sprawl City or I will always be at 1. Oh. Let's deal with whatever's there. Oh, look, it's a Black Orc. Crap, pay 1 gold. I don't have any gold, and he gets a prize on me. Hey. I'm not going to beat this game. At all. At all. I can't beat that guy. He's going to get surprise on me, and if I get killed, I get killed. So he has 4 health, and I'm only rolling 3 dice, and he's going to roll 5 to my 1 health. Oh, look, I missed. Surprise. Oh, look, he kills me. I'm dead. For this. Cannot beat that guy. Alright. 1 health back, and so ends my day. When breaking camp, each hero gains 1 move AP. But the lush jungle falls into the forest. That was the only other place I could go. Lose AP. Your hero skill level. Huh? The place? Oh, no. Yeah, that was a weather condition. That was a weather condition. That it replaced. So we get a free move AP. Good. So my free move AP will be here. Then my move will be here. If I keep running into enemies, right, that's there. I'm then going to use my meditation to gain rest. That's right. Wretched Fog. Place this enemy at Wretched Fog. We got enemies aplenty. Enemies abound. Then reset. Now we're getting back to this time. I gotta go for that. That's 5. I got 2 chances to get 5. 1. 1. 2, or sorry, 2 chances to get 4. That's 2 on that. And my other one, 1, 2. I'm gonna go to the bag, and I am going to like, there's one title in the deck, and don't the frustration's just I can't like he is stopping me from advancing, and I'm going to lose this game. This is a typical Gloom and Kilforth game. Just let you know. But I'm gonna go for a title. And there's one title in this deck that is truly, truly god awful. Truly. And I'm going to the bag. Let's see if we draw it. Horse Rider. Title Steed. We gain 1. We have to get the Lost Forest to get it. Our hand rumor, and I'm going to the bag for this. We get relocate to any Badlands location. The Dark Mire is there, but I'm out of stuff. I don't feel like dealing with that. So that turn. I could move to the Dark Mire with over here, which I probably will do to move there for an action down here. Something. Oh, before my turn ends, I will also rest. Okay. Nighttime. Grand Plain. Come on, alright. Grand Plains falls in Gloom. Place a stranger there. Rosen Crusader. Alright. Ready up. Back 3. Okay. I need a mountain. I need an enemy. Mountains around me. Fine Ridge Pack. Be a tough one to hold up. But you want me? I'm gonna move in. Just the stranger. Now she's not trying to fight anybody. Oh. I'm going to first hide. Then I'm gonna move. See what the force holes. Forest fire. Discard a place from play. You are a place, are you not? Yes, you are. Okay. Let's explore here again. We got a goblin. It's an enemy, which is fantastic. He only rolls 2 dice against me. I could fight him more than once. And I got surprise on it. So let's do this engagement going. I can't do this engagement. I'm out of turn. Dang it. Okay. That ends my day. I can't engage him. So we're just gonna fight. We're gonna fight. I will meditate to get back full. Here we go. Here it is. Pouring rain. When breaking camp, each hero with 2 or more AP loses an AP. Actually, that's not true. I could have fought him. That had a free move AP, so I would have had 1 to engage. So I can do that. I can fight. So I will fight. 1, 2, 3, and the surprise is 4. So let's see if we can hit him. Are y'all believe in this? Are y'all seeing what I'm rolling? He's going to roll 2 dice. Of course, he's going to hit me with both. Yep, why not? And then I'm just going to be rolling 3. You going to kill me? He's gonna kill me. Ready? Nope, that's a miss. I got 1, he got 1. How much health do you have? 3. So he hits me for 1, I hit him for 1. Then I'm gonna use haste, because why the hell not? He hit me for 1, I'm dead. I did not hit him at all. Hey, look, I died again. I cannot win this game. I can't kill anything. I can't kill anything. Alright. Oh. That ends my day. Pelting Hail. When night begins, each hero who is not hidden or at a location with a place loses an HP. Oh, sorry, no. This is what would have happened. The Rolling Hills. Rolling Hills. I can't defeat anything. And it says each hero with 2 or more health, 2 or more AP loses an AP. I only got 1 AP, so I'm not gonna lose any. I'm going to locate myself to a location that isn't trouble. Misty Fens, why not? And it doesn't draw 1 because I traveled there. I didn't move into that location. I'm going to rest, gain health. I'll spend this to pull up what's here. Pit of Hell. Literally, the Pit of Hell. So that's there as a quest. I'm not hidden, so I'm going to lose a health at the end of this day, unless a new weather condition comes out. And it is a new, and this is the Pelting Hail. So this one says what? Oh, yeah. Now's the Pelting Hail with the Misty Fen, where I am falling in the gloom. Good grief! I get that. Yeah, when night begins is when that happens, so I won't take any health loss. Can't anybody. I don't know what to do. I think this is just a loss. I'll move to the Blessed Forest. Autumnal Pit. When a test ends, lose 2 HP if you gain no successes in the test. Cool. I don't know what else to do except rest. End my day. Oh wait, nope, not rest. Yeah, that has place on it. I won't. So rest. Oh, rest and meditate. All right, event. Discard a quest from play. What the hell looks like a good place to get rid of? Yeah. Yeah. What the hell seems pretty decent. And the Hidden Woods falls into Gloom, which drops back off thing. The Grave of Ruin. It is said that the prince still beating heart is buried in a deep grave somewhere beneath this old mausoleum. The air is thick with the stench of death and poison. You know you cannot stay for long. If you can destroy his heart, it will be a lethal blow to your nemesis. If I lose 2 health, I will. Yep, this game can be rough, as you can see. If your dice rolling is terrible, it's hard on you. All right. Um. Back up. I get all my health back, and I was out of place, so I don't suffer the effects of that stuff. Hide. Move into the Rising Bluffs. Quest destroy mountain. Sell swords. Well, sell swords. We'll roll 5 dice for 4, or 3 dice for 3. Let's spend one and try to make it work, shall we? I got 2. So I got 2 successes on this one. Then I'm gonna spend the fate because I'm at that point. I'm not gonna be beating any monsters anytime soon. Halflings. So I'm gonna take gold and keep this card as a rumor. My last action, I'm gonna move back over here with a plate. That will end my turn. Discard a stranger from play. Who are the left? Trade. No? You're noble, you're neutral. Yep, you're the only stranger. Gone. And endless bracket. The land has almost succumbed to death. Okay. I'm at a place so I don't take any damage. And that. You know what? Let's go out fighting. 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I gotta take it one at a time. Sorry. I'm going to hide. I'm going to move here. Strange Pool, Respite Place. I'm going to move Sprawl. Nothing really to do there. And then what? Screw it. Instead of doing back, I was going to hide for 1. I'm going to move here. Deal with this nonsense. But you first, Chuckles. So it is 3 dice I roll, 3 dice you roll. At this point, it's just YOLO. He hits me for 1. I hit him for 1. I hit him for 2. He doesn't hit me, and I kill him. Okay, so I'm gonna keep him in my hand. I'm gonna go to the bag. And a pipe, +1 influence for 1 pet. Okay, so I have enemy, I have ally, and I have mountain, but I don't have 5 gold. So Chuckles number 2, come and have some fun. So he's rolling 4 dice because I was supposed to hide on the first one. He's rolling. He doesn't get surprise on me. He's rolling 4 dice. I'm rolling 3. He kills me. That just sets me back immensely, even more with no gold, and I'll just fight that guy until I die. Rolling 3. He has 4 health. I think I might do that to start a fate to go first. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go first before him. I get 1, 2 successes. He gets 1 on me. Actually, not yet. He will get 1 on me. Get 2 successes. I can make it 3, which I'm. Since he has the enemy keyword, I'm going to discard this enemy. for whatever I need. And he gets 1 hit on me. Then, let's see how this shakes. He destroys me. I'm dead. Just like that. Poof. Dead. Awesome. I lose all this. Can't roll well. I'll lose something. Why not this? And I go back to Sprawl City. I'm just gonna fight that guy till I kill him. Because it's ridiculous. It's straight up ridiculous. So, yeah, I'll get 1 back. That'll end my day. I'm not at a location, so I keep dying, but I'm just at 1 health. That's just how that works. Sprawl City. So see what happens. Quest, Blessed Grove falls in the Gloom. Forest location. Lair of Ruin. The locals eye you suspiciously as you warily contemplate entering the very lair from which demonic shadows emerge. Even though you would enter good, you have the impression that the locals would join forces of the enemy. Cool. So this could keep killing, but I'm not going to do that because that's a broken loop. However, you know what? I don't care anymore. Let's sacrifice this. Get 2 spells in play. We've got Aid, which boosts my fight. We've got Whirlwind, but it's kinetic. Hey, guess what? I can't have 2 kinetics in the same place at the same time. So, yeah. Alright, so for my 1 action, I'm going to move over here. I immediately become hidden. But that was my... Oh, and I would meditate to gain another health. So that's how the cookie crumbles. That ends my day. Last card. Hey, look, Howling Gale. Place 1 obstacle in each location for each stranger it has. And actually, the game is over. I think all the strangers are gone. So, and the Old Wood falls in the Gloom. The entirety of Kilforth has fallen in the Gloom. And we lost. Yep, we lost. That was it. All of it's fallen in the Gloom. I lost. I lost because this guy killed me 3 stinking times. Ah. It hurts sometimes. It hurts. But if you are not a good dice roller, you will die. And it will hurt. Lands. So any questions at all? Yeah, because this would have came down, which would have been this for the Old Wood. Hard. 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 Clean. We started off pretty decently, but then it just fell downhill hard. I just couldn't get stuff going. I kept every time I faced him I died because I couldn't hit him. I just needed 2 successes and I would have beat him. But this is what the land looks like in Gloom. Hey Cynthia, how's it going? So yeah, we lost. So we lost multiple times. But that one Doomguard, the guy, like it's like that knight, right? He beats me, I come back, he beats me again, I come back, he beats me again, and after a while he's just sipping coffee. As every time I runs up, he just slaps. But I didn't even get past my first chapter because I couldn't find an enemy, and when I did, it immediately defeated me. So that would have been the first chapter, and then the second chapter, the third, the fourth, and then the Dragon Horde. And once I claimed that, I could go fight the Ancient. But we did not get that far. So that is Gloom of Kilforth in a nutshell. I still love this game. I still think it's fantastic. But as you see, you're on a timer. Even if you die, it doesn't matter. You're on a timer. Yeah. 25 turns to defeat the Ancient. Complete your saga, defeat the Ancient. If you're playing 2-player, you each one of you has a saga, and no one can face the ancients don't come out until both sagas are completed. So you have to work together. If you're working competitively, then once you complete your saga, beat your ancient, you win. The other person goes for life. So, but that is pretty much it. Yeah. That is Gloom of Kilforth. I still love it. So it takes so. And the Prince of Ruin, I think, deal is what his main deal is asset burn. So basically, all these assets that I had out, every single time, every single round of combat that I fight against that I don't kill him, pulling away at he's burning the assets off that I don't have it. Like, so after a while, I'm just down to rolling like one die. So he just kind of burns those away. He does that. One of them, not the best. She heals constantly. Not her, it's the other one. I think it's the Marquis. The Marquis burns down health. There's one of them that basically, if you have no fate when you fight, you lose the game and have to keep. You lose a fate at the beginning of every game, so you can't spend any, or else you have 4 rounds. So there's variants and differences and different. Like, anyway, anywho, that was Gloom and Kilforth. And this is still my favorite game. Like I said, sandbox, open world adventure. You have a timer and you have an ancient to defeat. Other than that, it is completely open world to deal with, and it takes part in stages. Saga. There are 10 sagas that come in Gloom and Kilforth, 10 that come in Shadows of Kilforth, 10 that are all of Kilforth. There are a ridiculously amount of different varied heroes, both male and female side, that you can play. So if you want male, they have the same stats, same skills. It's just you choosing which one you want to do. They have a varied amount of classes, both classes. Okay. And you didn't get to see any of these upgrades that I could have gotten. So, because I played horribly. Anyway, yeah, it's a good game. I'm telling y'all, it's a good game. It's beautiful art. I think it's great. The 4, the 5, the 5 and 6 successes, which is the old way of rolling, is one of the things people complain about. The death mechanic is another where you come back with 1 health, which are basically burning days, so that you can at least come back. You can recover, so you can do something. But that's the push pull mechanic of it that people complain about. I think those are the 2 major things people complain about. They're like, well, why can't I come back with full health? Because that's not how thematic the game works. I feel like I read it was a standalone game. It is. It is a standalone game. Do I need Gloom in order to play Call of Kilforth? No. All right. So let's go. Let me run through an explanation. Make sure that everybody understands. Hold on. You do. It is every single Gloom and Kilforth game is a standalone. Let me grab a window. Pull it over here. Go get my sword. Let's go check out a All or Nothing. Here. Okay, let me share my screen, and we will talk through what this stuff looks like. I gotta go back down to people who are wondering about this game and be like, well, do I have to buy 10 billion things to enjoy the game? The answer. All right. So let me. All right. So just. Wow, that happened. Okay. So this is the All or Nothing production site that's on here, right? So if we scroll down, it's Belray. And this anyway, we'll talk about that later. So Gloom and Kilforth is the first game in this in this first game in this world that Tristan created. Right? It is a standalone game. It comes with 25 locations, 25 night cards, a ridiculous amount of Badlands, Forests, Mountains, Plains locations, allies, items, titles, and spirits, and 4 ancient, 10, 10 sagas, 12 races, 10 classes. Standalone. Shadows of Kilforth. It is a standalone game that comes with the same number of stuff. 4 ancient, 25 locations, but ton of stuff for you to work with. 10 classes, 12 races. Completely standalone. You can put them together if you want. Then there is Call of Kilforth, once again. And we'll go to... Let's go to the Kickstarter. But we'll just go to Call of Kilforth. People who back Call of Kilforth. So for Call of Kilforth, yes, this is what I back. So for Call of Kilforth, you get 8 races, 8 classes. So you get to mix them up a little bit. You get 25 locations, just like before. Standalone game. You get 4 ancients, just like I was saying before. 12 sagas in this one to do stuff on. 72 encounter cards, which is all that stuff that you saw me pulling. 64 reward cards, which is the allies, items, titles, spells. You get 32 skill cards, which is 4 types, just like before, like I stated. 25 night cards for the 5 locations, completely different. 24 plot cards, which is per ancient, so break that down. And the same token, you get some different cardboard items for the specific location to deal with in the rulebook. This is a standalone game. You do not need Gloom. You do not need Shadows. You do not need anything to get Call of Kilforth. You just get what it is. The reason why I say there's 12 is because if you get the Pimp My Call, because there's a Pimp My Gloom of Kilforth, Pimp My Shadows of Kilforth, and now there's a Pimp My Call of Kilforth, and I think he changed the name My to something that it starts to sound. So if you get Pimp My, you will get the 25 location cards like you saw here today, which were tarot size. Extra plastic standees, 4-player aids, race art standees, 12 dice, and a big velvet bag like you get the rest of them. But there's also extra content. So if you want more content for your game, I'll answer that in a second. Just running through this with the gesture. If you want more content with your game, there is these things called encounter expansions, which adds more encounters to your deck. Varies it up a lot more. So you get more encounter for your stuff. If you do Dark Gloom expansion, same encounters, but a little bit more racing card if that's what you want. And then the Pimp My is the tarot card. That is the extra add-on for Gloom. That same extra add-on exists for Shadows, where the adventure expansion, more encounters, to the base game. There is the Dark Shadows one, which is a little bit more racy art for the cards that you have, and then the Pimp My, which is tarot cards. Once again, that is just for Shadows. So we've got 2 standalone games: Gloom, Shadows. Don't need them both. Buy them both. You don't need them both. Just need one to play, and you're fine. If you get Call of Kilforth, that's all you need. You don't have to worry about anything. All right. What's the question? So each are standalone games and expansions to each other with cool content, recent content for others. Nice. Which box has your favorite class, race, ancient combo? Yeah, no problem. No problem, Jess. Which class has my favorite? All of them. All of them. I think this game is grand. I like to use the War Mage, which comes in Gloom of Kilforth. I like to use the Cavalier, which comes Shadows of Kilforth. And since Call of Kilforth is on the ocean, I'm so excited to see what else they'll have. So there is all of them. I like all of it. I love all of it. You saw my frustration today. That frustration wasn't because, oh, the game is blah, 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 like people complain about with technical. But I respect their thoughts. I just don't agree with it. I think the game is just as difficult as it needs to be. Only thing that I would change is the 5-6 mechanic because it's antiquated, but it was for the time, so it's. I think there should be a partial. But which is like if you roll fours, you get a partial success. If you roll two fours equate a success, and then 1, 2, and 3 is a fail. So like if I roll how I would, if you want to house rule it, you could say 1, 2, and 3s are failed. 4 is a partial success. You need 2 4s to make a full success, and then 5s and 6s successes. That's how I would do it if I was a game designer, but I'm not. So that's kind of my thought on it to kind of make it a little bit more. Anyway, he is working on. So if we look at the Tigo map, that depends. There's a lot of dice mitigation in the game. I'll get to that in a second. So he is working on, I believe, Creel Manor. Call of Kilforth is still is getting made production. He's almost done with art, and then Creel Manor's next on the docket. This was a different game, Sublime Dart, that I was super interested in, but he pulled it off. So I don't know. I think that it might have gotten junked. I don't know. He hasn't said anything. And then Rift Symphony, I think next iteration after Kilforth's done, I believe, but nobody knows a lot about it. But yeah, Cerulean, all that stuff, it's gone. Sublime Dark is gone off the timeline, so he might have jumped that it can't work. I don't know. He hasn't told. He's being very tight-lipped about it. So that is what you get. Standalone, standalone, standalone. All games are standalone, and all games can be integrated. That means that if you have, see, Pip My Call becomes Deluxe Call. So if you have Gloom of Kilforth, and yes, I have the promo pack. If you have Gloom of Kilforth and you have Shadows of Kilforth, you put them all together to make a massive campaign of 50 locations, and 50 night cards and a 50 round turn big game. If you want to just play with one or the other, do that. If you want to mix and match, you can do that. You just have the only difference is you just have to make sure the night cards are the location cards that you have, and you're fine. You can mix and match all you want, but they're all standalone. You can do the same with Call of Kilforth. So I went I got it all. I want the world map. I want the neoprene. Where's my? Let me see the neoprene. There it is. I want that, so I bought that. I want that neoprene, that sweet neoprene. Anyway, how much dice mitigation's in the game? That depends. There are rumors that you can spend as fate for dice mitigation. There are fate that you can spend as dice mitigation. There are cards in these decks, in these rewards decks, that can help you with dice mitigation. Not many, but they are in there that can help you with dice mitigation and damage mitigation. There's armor that you can get to help stuff. Oh, there's so much. There's a lot of stuff. There's stuff where you can just like throw an axe at a creature and kill it instantly, so you don't have to fight it at all. If I could have found a stinking pious, someone who had the keyword pious as an enemy or a stranger, I could have immediately won and shown you that mechanic, but I could. You can also overcome challenges with words, correct? Yes, and that's what I was talking about. If I could have found an enemy, let me see if I find an enemy with the word pious. Weakness weapon. Find a weakness pious one. Weakness jewelry. Really? They're in here because here it is. The cleric. This cleric card. It has a weakness of pious, and since I was a pious, I have the pious keyword. then I automatically beat her without even encountering her and get the rewards from it. But we never ran into her, so that's so there are ways to mitigate dice. There are ways to not have to use dice at all. All the variety that you can think of is in the game. Is just people get bummed out when they get beaten in a battle, go down to 1 health, say, I can't do anything, I'm wasting turn. Boo hoo. My thing is, it's thematic. Someone saw you beat to a pulp and dying on the side of the road. They drug you back to Sprawl City. You were robbed, so you don't have any gold, and they took something from you. You need to recover one because you're down to 1 health, or you can say, you know what, I don't need to recover. I'm just going to keep on trucking. Then you can just leave the city and figure out the rest as you go and try to do a rest AP, do something to gain back health. All up to you, and that's why the game is sandbox. And I think that doesn't gel with a lot of people who don't want a sandbox experience, or who wants a sandbox experience that is more controlled, right? So feel free to house rule and say, hey, when you can house rule this game, Kingdom Come. You can house rule this game and say, okay, when I lose a battle, I come back with all health. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. No, none of that helps, Matthew. I've tried a dice tower; it doesn't work. That's perfectly fine. You can say, okay, well, I just started this game. I saw Canje play, and even though his dice are terrible, the death mechanic is really hard. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to house rule it that when I die, I get back full health, and I'm back at Sprawl City, and I only lose gold, or I don't lose anything, and I come back. I can do that. There are multiple variants for you to play of this game. Multiple variants that you can use and play on this game to make it easier, harder, or just a little bit more pleasurable for those who are struggling with the death mechanic, with the dice roll mitigation. There is so much ways that you can house rule this to get your own. For me, like I said, if I wanted to house rule this game, and this wasn't my favorite game of all time, my immediate first thing is I make 4s semi successes. I need 4s to get a full. That would be the only thing I add to this game. Everything else. Anyway, I do appreciate your determination, and this is inspiring. I think this game's fun. I do think this game is fun. I think there's a lot to it. I understand, though, that it's not for everyone. Everyone's going to have a different opinion of it. Everybody's going to say it's swingy. They'll use the word fiddly. They'll use the word unfair, and that is their decision to make, and that is their truth to sit with. My thing is more, I think this game is as fair as it's going to get. I think it's fun, and it is my favorite game of all time. And it will never not be my favorite game of all time, just to let y'all know. So that's what it'll be. All right, well, that is, you got to see a playthrough of me losing and letting Steven down. So he will let me know of his disappointment in me as we get back into it. But that is a Gloom and Kilforth Sunday. So thank you all for joining me. What's coming up next is Tuesday. I'm off work, so Tuesday's going to be a day of streaming. Just to let y'all know, be ready for that. I think I'm going to try to sneak 3 games in, but it might just be 2. Oswarn's in there. I'm going to try to get Marvel United to work, but I think I'm also going to go back to Marvel Zombie, try to complete that out, to play another mission, try to complete that out before I move on to the next set of games that's on my pile. So we're going to get into that stuff. Thursday, I'm going to be playing a game with Pac-Man, I will. And then Friday, we won't be able to. Friday, I'm going to be playing another game, but it won't be Gloomhaven because I can't remember what we're doing Friday. I'll figure it out and I'll post it on the thing. Just if you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll know when I post up what's coming up. The stuff's coming up, and then this coming weekend is Game of Palooza, which I'll be playing games with Steve on again. So nice. I'm home healing, looking forward to playing. I hope you feel better, Mike. I hope you. All right. Thanks everybody for joining me. If you have any questions, Let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have about Kilforth, and I will see you all later. Bye.